sir, we never got your tool open. We used it just like a ball-peen hammer. Now, got one little side story, and then I'll get to banging on everybody here. When I was a kid, I grew up loving the Flintstones. I liked Barney, I liked Fred, I liked Dino. And then they introduced this character that I couldn't stand, Bam, little kid. And he picked everything up and hammered with it. My parents thought he was hysterical. My mom said, oh, you know, when you were little, you had a toolbox, and you hammered with the hammer, and I took it away. So you hammered with the pliers, and I took it away. When I hammered with the screwdriver, she took the toolbox away. And it was a dumb story, and I told my mother, if she told anybody else, I'd disown her. And she said, well, that's why we like Bam Bam. It didn't register. All my years teaching martial arts, and Bobby knows, you tell people, punch, don't hammer. Punching is a trained skill. I go, don't hammer, punch. Still,
I'm just trying to figure something out.
My daughter's born. Everything she picked up, she hammered.
Stand. Oh well.
Bing. I've been doing this wrong.
Slip on your hat.
Everybody hammers. People are scared, and no guy will admit it. Get away, get away. They're angry. Hammer. You give anybody something, a hammer, they do it. Punch, hammer, which is why I came up.
So it's working.
What I came up with, you're next, you know.
Yeah.
You are too. I decided we should have a small hammer. And that's what the trainer was. I realized we could hammer with it. I showed you it open. Well, this has jimping on it. Jimping are non-cutting teeth, sort of like the top of a castle. And I had the idea of Velcro. I like the idea of Velcro. Velcro, you put them together, it sticks. This is designed so it cannot hurt you. Okay. But if I have it open like hook and wing, it will grab him and it will pull fabric. So if you need someone to come with you, I want to redirect someone. So it's also all in here because the idea is if I came up and grabbed him, I could actually make it work. Or I could bring him in. We could use it for control. I could come back and go, sir, I need you to be with me. I could use the ramp if I needed to and go, sir, I need you to turn around, we're going to go this way. If I needed him to sit down, we could ask him to sit back down again. So I started thinking this would be a good control tool because I could have it in my hand, I could walk up, and I don't need to expand my baton. I can go, sir. Matter of fact, I could use a bigger guy. Bruce came all the way in just so I could beat him up. Some of you, I'm sure you saw the flyer and it showed Miss Sonia there. I'm sorry Miss Sonia's not here. If she was here, this place would be packed. Because nobody cares to see me. They just want to see her with her little cut shirt, she's in her spiked heels, and they want to see her beat everybody up. As soon as I said she's not here, we went, and there's lots of pictures of beating Bruce up. The idea is if I'm small and old, which I am, and he's young and big, which he is, if he's reaching at me, you could take this tool. You don't have to start it. You already know what's coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As he's reaching, I could just lightly hammer. Because anybody could. So if he's punching at me, I could go ahead and let him come into me. And as I lightly pop him, okay, that you get a reaction. So if someone's coming at you, I don't have to reach. I could go, oh my God, get away, get away. Well, that would work even if he was holding me. I could go, get away, and he's going to move away. And I'm not cutting anybody, and I'm being really light. Wait, he started when he was really little. This is my nephew, Alex. Don't break his chest. See, so he's even smaller than I am. Yeah, sure, you can just hold and see, and Alex can give a light tap. And
Yeah, you definitely let go.
yeah. So it doesn't matter size. So if I'm in here, if Alex even grabs my thumb, gently, gently. I can't talk when you do that. Okay, now gently, a little bit of pressure. Thank you. Okay, now he's just got a little pressure, and if he wants me to come with him, all he's got to do is rotate and ask me. I can't talk when you do it that hard. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of force to get someone's attention. So even from here, people go, you know what I would do? I would just punch you. I'm going to punch you. What do you do? Squeeze. Just, oh, I'll let you squeeze. Squeeze. Oh! Not that hard. So if I went to punch him or reach, oh! Do it on the big guy. Okay, so what you can do with this tool is people go, it doesn't hurt like that, and go, yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you can give Bruce a little squeeze here, and you know you could probably squeeze and actually ask him to come with you. Okay, good. And see, it even works on kids that you could squeeze and go hi. I'm the uncle. I'm allowed to do that, right?
I'm fine. Don't do that.
So I look at people and I tell people this is the kind of thing, because a big guy or someone who grabs you, in today's world, if you just swing and hurt them, I guarantee there's cameras everywhere. Everybody's phone has a camera. I know you got one in your pocket, right? Yeah, of course. You've got an iPhone thing which can shoot pictures. You too?
Oh, yeah, it's over there.
Great. See? Oh, right there. Everybody's got a camera. So if you do something that you think is okay, there's a billion cameras from point of views that might say, no, you didn't. But on this, remember, I'm a little old guy. I'm going to turn 60 very soon. And he's a young, vital, strong guy. So I have the right to defend myself, sort of. I mean, disparity of age and force. I'm old. I'm infirm. He's young and big. Come on, a little more belief. Okay. So when he's in here, for example, I tell people, you know, you've seen the old, let me move the arms, do whatever. I don't have the strength to do that, but I can come on his arm, and he's going to go. Now, he did the one thing everyone tells me he won't do. He gave me a finger. So I can come back up to his finger, and we
You
can
like
move
this,
him.
don't you?
Okay, here, we'll turn that around. Here, we'll see, because it works the same way. Because if you got both hands on here, look at me. So I'm not sure. I could go, sir, I need you to stop. Can we please talk about this? I could come up to a finger.
Oh, yeah, pinky.
Pinky. Yeah. Can we stand up politely? Can we give me your arm?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can we walk this way? Good. Okay. So you can use the tool. Now, you also get the guys who their arm is so strong it won't bend. I just want to give you, like, you know, sometimes when I have to cuff them, get them ready, you get the guy who he's not going to let his arm bend. I bet you he can do it to me too, huh? Strong arm. He actually plays them. And I'm old. Okay. I don't have time to deal with all that because I lose all my energy. But I could ask him to bend his arm, right? And when he bends his arm, that puts his arm behind, so all I have to do is grab his thumb and ask him to politely give me the other hand. Now, in case I didn't get it, it opens upon impact, I now have a longer lever. So I could come up, and that arm that doesn't want to move, I can stick the whole, oh, it bent. That means I could go ahead and compact it down. It's in the back, so we can still go for cuffing. Or we might get in here, I got that stiff arm, and I go ahead and pick it up. And it still doesn't bend. So you pick it up, and I use it to tuck it in politely because it can't cut them. I come back and go, can I have your thumb again? And we could gently walk. And you came all the way in just to do this. I really appreciate
500
it.
miles almost.
Yeah. All right, so the idea is I wanted a tool that anybody could use. Oops, that's your kid. Don't kill him. He'll be really unhappy. Well, you'll do it on me. If I'm up in here, all you got to do is gently put that in my chest, right? A little bit more.
And that wasn't very hard, believe me.
You don't even hit it, you just kind of shove it.
Yeah.
And it'll,
Okay. So it'd be the same thing. If I'm on here, you can push it right in here and do what? Push. And make me let go. So if someone grabs you, it works really well.
And he thinks he's old. I'm 66, almost 67, so if I can do it, anybody can.
Yeah. Now, can you push it right here? Push. Oh, God! Okay, she hasn't opened it, hasn't done anything fancy. If I came up, could you hammer lightly into my hand? She's That's your role. You stand there.
This is my son, this is where I get even.
I know it doesn't look like it hurts, but it hurts. So if you're coming up, yeah, hurts. Oh yeah. Thank you, dear. We'll get you. Okay, and the general idea I had was that I could still do, now, a lot of us, they have rescue tools for us. And I've seen some of the cutters, and there's real thin razor blades, and you cut through the first seat belt, and it's done. You can't get to the rest of the seat belts. So what I did was, it's a full thickness steel. It's 3/16 steel here, with a cutter grind into it. So I can cut seat belts, I can actually cut flex cuffs, I can cut wire ties, I can cut duct tape. Someone's hanging himself, I can cut it. I cut basic pieces of wire. The way the teeth are set up in the back here, I could use them as a grab. But the other thing I can do is when I break through a windshield, you know, windshield is glass and plastic molded together. The thing's not going through it, but how to rip it out. It's got teeth in here that I can actually use it to rip the windshield out so you can get out of your car. Anybody's got those big open cutters and the knives they say you can use on seatbelts? Well, under duress, you lose fine motor skills. You get tunnel vision. And if you got this big looping thing out there with a blade and you accidentally, oh, it'd be like what happened in New York with one of my agents. Under duress, the woman was struggling and just went to open her flex cuffs with one of those, you know, big open hook cutters, except he took 2 of her fingers off. And it was a big scandal because he didn't use an authorized tool, because in the department they had not issued it. He didn't mean it, and I've seen it other times. People use a tool and something happens. A lot of my tools, because I can do what I call Pac-Man cutting, the Seabees first looked at me and went, "You mean we don't have to open it all the way? We can use it like scissors and not have an exposed blade and cut stuff?" And I went, "Absolutely." And I said, "What about this? You cannot fit human parts in here, but it's channeled in a very easy way that it's real easy under duress to slide onto clothing or seatbelts." And as long as I realize that, this woman can't get to me, so I'll say it. One of my students called me and said, "Sir, it works really great. I cut the seatbelt in my mom's Mercedes." And I went, "I didn't hear a word you said. You didn't call me. I didn't tell you to do that. I don't want to know." And his mom called up all upset and went, "I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea." But it cuts seatbelts really well, and under duress, you have to be able to simply, so I can slide up, and I'm not going to cut, but I'm already on Bruce's shirt. I just had to slide. I don't have to look. I can't accidentally cut him. Which means under duress, I can just generally go for something and pull. It automatically rides a seatbelt or clothing in there, and I can cut it apart. If I needed to, because of the teeth, if I need to move something, I can use it to move it. I don't have to grab. I have what's called indexing. I own the patent on that allows you to go from forward to reverse grip, so I can change it without taking my hand off the tool, and I can actually grab something. Now the lock. Most of you've seen folding knives have locks. I just got the patent on my puzzle lock. Got it last year when we were at the show here. Took 5 years. It's approved by the U.S. Marine Corps. You cannot break the lock. It's designed for force against the lock, the only lock out there. It's a dovetail joint piece that locks into the back of the blade. So it makes it just like a fixed blade, so I have added force that I can use. I can cut seatbelts forward or reverse grip, but the fun part, like I said, is I can actually use this to stop big bad guys. Because it's a light tap on the inside, a light pickup, and we can ask Bruce where he wants to walk. You're okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's okay. Yeah. No problem.
please.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
How do you carry it? Is this belt loop?
Well, I can put it in my pocket. I could put it, I'm sure you saw my whole pocket pulled up. By the way, this is not easy on your pocket. I designed this as well. It's got a post and a hole. And I own the patent on this clip. I wanted something that if I throw you down, you get bounced around, something's happened, you're in an accident, it will not come out of your pocket. Regular pocket knives, I'm sure you've all seen after a while, it gets a little loose. If I throw you, your knife goes skittering somewhere else. And if you're in an interpersonal relationship, that's a really bad bad thing to have happen. Or if you're in a disaster situation, you don't want your tool skittering across the floor somewhere when you might need it. But you can carry it in your pocket, you can put it through here. I actually make military grade law enforcement holsters for it. We make Kydex holsters for it. This is obviously not the one because one for that has a clip holder in it. We make all different things. The clip is reversible, go left, right.
Are they legal to carry?
Yeah, absolutely. All pocket knives are legal to carry. If you guys don't belong to kniferights.org, kniferights.org is our version of the NRA. Our job at kniferights.org is to take all the idiot laws that politicians have made after watching gangster type movies and made idiot laws about mankind's dearest and best friend, the knife. This is only a cousin of a knife because it's not legally a knife because it has no cutting edge. Knives are your best friend. All the idiot laws about dirks and daggers being more dangerous than any other type of knife, we're having those thrown out. I'm sure most of you know that last year against Customs, it was just before the show started, we won against Customs. Then we had Congress actually make the first proactive law telling them they may not interfere with assisted openers. That meant kinetic openers. You guys may know Ernie Emerson and his wave, Blackie Collins and the back flipper. You hit from the back and it pops open. Assisted openers, spring assisted, where you have to push it open first and then the spring takes over. All of those are now protected by congressional law. No county, no state may say you may not carry those, that they're illegal types of knives. If you don't belong to kniferights.org, you ought to. I won't get into my political speech about why you should belong to the NRA, because, I'll let that go for a bit. But all the knives, like in Germany, they just passed a law, and I read in it, I wrote the editorial for Caliber about it. They banned locking knives. The reason, with a lock, it's as dangerous as a fixed blade. You can stab someone, but fixed blades are legal. And I went to the Congress guy there who passed the law, and I was really upset, and I went, how could you do this to us? What kind of sense does this make? He said, well, now people will poke with it, hurt people. I went, do you understand the point of a lock? He goes, yes, it's to hurt people. I said, no. A lock is so that this damn blade won't inadvertently close on my fingers and cut my fingers off. He goes, oh no, that makes it dangerous. I said, no. Folding knives without locks are dangerous. Slip joint knives are dangerous. That's the kind I grew up with. My grandpa gave me one and said you had to cut only into the edge because if you twist it in any way, it closed. And I have scars all over my fingers because I got my first one when I was 4 years old. By the way, this can close on my fingers all at once, and I can't hurt my fingers. But it even has a nib on it that's designed, because this is a shooter's tool. Here's my trigger finger. You release the decock or mag release when it comes out. There's a nib that catches on your finger while it's in trigger. It can't close on your hand. Even my live blade, it has a nib on it that catches on you. It cannot close on your hand. So I can make it come back, get my fingers out of the way, and then close it. Knives are legal. Size. Most places have size requirements. You have to remember that pocket tools, like knives, they are a Second Amendment right. When our founding fathers made this country, you didn't go someplace and have silverware. You brought your silverware with you. Nobody made a stick. Nobody invented a stick. We picked the damn stick up. We invented knives. I used to tell people they're 1.5 million years old. And guys go, mankind isn't that old. What we call people are only 60,000 years old. I'm not talking. That's how old knives are. National Geographic decided about 8 months ago to show me I was wrong because they found humanoids and they're 2.5 million years old and they're using flint-knapped knives. The knives are there and the cut bones are there. Obviously, someone didn't 2.5 million years ago, oh, knife! So they existed before that. And knives are the first production tools ever made because I figured out how to knap a mother stone and I made smaller stones and I gave it to Bruce who figured out how to showed him how to make smaller pocket carry that he brought over to Karen and said, look at this. Knives are the first production tools ever made. They are designed to cut matter. They weren't designed to cut wood, to chip other stone or anything else. Knives are matter separators designed to cut flesh. That's held true for 2.5 million years plus till now. This is the first time someone's decided to take a knife shape and take it off. Because what I want to be able to do, I don't want to cut him. Somebody may be in a situation where I have no reason to cut him. And if he's got a knife, and he's cutting at me, and that swing comes in, I can use it as an impact tool. I can use it just like it has an edge. I can go ahead and pick him up. And can I have that out of your hand, please? Thank you very much. All right? So that I can still be in here, and even if he's cutting, I don't need to cut him. Because as long as it's up there, it's still steel. And that's actually how I teach live blade. I would put steel there. But by having this, I can pick him up. I can ask him where he'd like to go. That hurts, huh?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, anywhere you want to go.
That hurts.
Doesn't look
That
like it
hurts.
hurts, does it? But it does.
Owie.
Okay, and if
Damn.
I shut this down in
Could leave a
here,
mark. Yeah.
Bruce will still come with me. Okay, and I have his tool. So you could use it without a blade and still make yourself able to defend against the guy with a blade. I mean, I could come in and go, sir, I need you to give me the tool. Thank you. And he'll let go of the tool.
That other blade on your side, is that a knife, or is that just
Yes.
one without the?
No, this is live.
That's live,
This for
okay.
CENTCOM,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
SOCOM.
military one.
That's
isn't
the
it?
This is a
military.
military.
Okay, I got the black one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Didn't you say these are 50 state legal? Because of the size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, most knives, certain counties and cities have said you may only carry a certain size blade. Please understand, with knife rights, what we're doing is whatever is the state law, we're making it that no county, no city, no town, we make a law more draconian than whatever is the existing state law. So they can't arbitrarily go, in our town, you only can carry a half-inch knife, because we can go,
What about the ordinance in Eugene on life length? Is that still in effect?
yeah, most of it
Ordinance.
is, but we're allowed, just like in Florida, 4 inches is a pocket knife. Less than 3 inches or less is a common pocket knife. That's why people got used to putting it across their hand, because the average hand is just about 4 inches. That is not a standard, it's not 4 inches, it's not real. It was a guesstimation, so
Well,
on the
that was a
street-
reactionary law made by city ordinance when somebody stabbed an
Right.
individual through the
Okay.
heart.
But just so you know, and you work in the industry, so
Yeah.
you know. I was a paramedic for lots of years. The #1 stabbing implement in the world is a screwdriver, not knives. The #1 killing knife is a steak knife. When they make laws against knives that collectors carry and that knife people carry about, I guarantee no gangbanger buys a $300 knife to go out and be on the street. No gangbanger comes to a custom show where respected citizens are, buys a really cool knife to use out on the street. The #1 knife is they walk into 5 and dime store and they buy a cheap serrated knife, a steak knife. Sometimes they use old style French chef knives, which are what original Bowie knives are based on. I realize we're not really talking non-lethal self-defense, but it's all important stuff. Knives. In Florida, what we used to tell you, and I tell most people, if you have a rule against concealed weapons and you have a pocket knife in your pocket and you were asked, do you have a weapon? Your answer is no. Do you have a concealed weapon? I'm asking you, do you have a concealed weapon?
No,
No.
pocket knife.
I have a pocket knife in my pocket. I just asked you if you have a concealed weapon. No, sir, I don't have a concealed weapon. I have a pocket knife in my pocket, which by statute is the only exception to a concealed carry, because by statute, a pocket knife is designed to be carried in your pocket. Now, Sal Glesser, bless his little heart, said, why can't I put a clip? And most of you have seen, without Spyderco first doing that, pocket knife sat in your pocket. This just made it, it's in your pocket, it's a little easy to access it. None of us in today's world ever get a pocket knife without a clip on it. Except for, oh, that's right, all those gentlemen's knives that we put in our pocket. Or in a lady's purse. Do you have is there a knife in that purse, ma'am? Is there a weapon? They asked a weapon? No. You got something concealed in there? No. What's this? My pocket knife. And by statute, guess what? Ladies' purses are your pockets because you are the only group that have pants that have no functional pockets. I used to be amazed by that. Hey, nice suit. Yep, all the pockets are fake. I look at my wife and go, where do you carry it? So I designed the knife by the way you carry in your bra. That becomes your pocket. Okay? The little 2 socks? Yeah. Knife carry. So this is legally not a knife. My partner was a criminal attorney before he became an injury and liability attorney. So everything's run by him. This tool is officially used by many departments now, and official state agencies as well as government agencies, and I'm working on some foreign governments. It's a perfect security law enforcement tool. For those of you who do any kind of rescue work, it's a perfect tool for carrying around because, like I said, windshields and side glass come right out. That's important if you're going to be stuck somewhere. Inside homes, you're talking about going through sheetrock and regular walls, regular doors. If all you've got is your hand, you're in big trouble. I don't care if I kill this if I have to rescue myself and break through. That's what you'll use it for. These tools can be carried anywhere. They may not go on a plane yet.
Right.
Part of it is they who guard the planes just might have them and use the same tools. I didn't say that.
TSA?
I didn't say that. You
Oh,
didn't say
okay, I
that.
didn't say
Most of the stuff on tools, I make a plastic one that looks just like this that you may carry on the plane. It's a DVT tool, deep vein thrombosis tool. And guess what? When the bad guy's on the plane, I can use that plastic to do the same stuff and get the same reactions.
Ow.
Oh wait, I forgot. He's in the car. He doesn't want to get up. I know. I don't want this one. See, we should probably turn it sideways, huh? So they. No, that's all right. You stay right there. We'll move you sideways. I'll be gentle. Yeah.
Right.
Because you get the guys sitting down or in the car, they're not going to let go of the steering wheel. Now, I want you to know I've taken them out the driver's window, and it looks like a cartoon because their feet catch on the sill of the door, and they're stretched all the way out.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, any minute, it's like suspended. Then you get right here, and they go, wham! And, you know, when you write your report, you have to go, I have no idea how they fell. I was just taking them out of the car. But I take the horns, and these horns are not sharp like on my first versions. Don't give me that look.
Don't hurt me.
I'll be gentle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It leaves a mark.
Okay, so you gently grab them by the ear and go, sir, I need you to stand up. Pull it. There we go. Shall we get out of the car? Okay. Now, I have you go.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I was gentle on that one.
Oh, yeah, I know. I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, notice how I brought his hand. I've gone like this, and the hand comes right up. So I come right to the thumb, and I go, sir,
Perfect.
can we please get up out of the car?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
don't you come with me over this way? You go, it doesn't work that way. I go, sure it does. Because you can always come up under his arm and go in here and go, sir, I need you to stand up, please. Would you come with me? Thank you very much. And he gets up and walks politely. And you too can do that. This is not rocket science. This tool is not expensive. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask a question? What if the guy in the car had his seatbelt still on?
Oh, well, I just go ahead and cut his seatbelt
Already
and then,
cut-
yeah,
okay.
I'll
Yeah,
cut his
okay.
Trust me, if you
seatbelt.
got that on your pile, we'll release it for you.
Yeah, you can ask him to do that. Bruce, would you release the seatbelt
Oh,
right
yeah.
around?
Oh, yes.
Notice your mother's setting you up for more. Well, what if you won't? You're sneaky.
Well, this came to mind.
Yeah. Indexing, the ability, I told you, some of the stuff when I first designed it years ago, some of the reviews, and gentleman back there in the reddish jacket has known me for a very, very long time and seen some of my stuff, and he remembers when people said frivolous at best. Why would you want your tool to be open upon contact? Why would you want a lock that makes it like a fixed blade? Why would you want a flat clip? Because most clips have that damn curl and you catch them and everything, a flat clip with a function in it. Why would you want to go from forward to reverse grip without taking your hand off the tool? And I was like, because it's a cool tool. And now, after all these years, 20-something years, other people use kinetic opening. People use indexing. People use a function in a clip. And my lock, people are using versions of my lock. So I always like to call it still frivolous at best.
Mhm.
The tool, any of you can use it. any of you can use a ball peen hammer. I've been staring at this nice lady over here. You can try, you can see it. It fits in your hand. Okay, here, I promise you won't kill me. Okay. Don't hurt me.
I won't hurt you too much.
Yeah, okay. Tap me in here and make me let go. Yeah, I guess you could. Okay.
Perfect for the masochist.
Okay. Let's try not
Good job.
killing me. Okay. How hard was that? Okay, right.
Not very hard.
Okay, that's because right here, there's what? Can you hear the thunk?
Sternum.
Yeah,
It's
hit your
bone.
sternum.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead, thunk.
Yeah, that hurts. Watch.
Yeah, oh, good, that was light. See, I can lift you up a little bit harder this time than I did the first time. Okay, that's starting to be hard. How hard is it to grab and do that?
To grab it?
I just meant, how hard is it to grab the tool and hit me?
Easy.
Easy, okay. Now, all I want you to do is gently squeeze.
So I'm squeezing at this part.